In this video, I will show you how you can automatically unenroll the user from Zenler course via Google Sheets. So here, you just need to add the student data in your Google Sheets and those students will be unenrolled from the course of Zenler automatically. So if you also want to learn how you can automate this process, then come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So this is my spreadsheet where I have added the data of student and I want to remove the access of these students from a course of Zenler and I am going to automate this process. You just need to add the detail in sheet and you will notice how the access will be removed automatically from the specific course. For that, firstly, I'll have to build an integration in this Google Sheets and Zenler application, which I am going to do with the help of software called as Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation software. I'm an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so I am already logged in. You can create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button. And in the free account, you will also get free tasks to test these kind of amazing automation. Now, once you will log in and reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, click on this blue button that is create workflow and then provide a random name to your workflow to your automation. So I have directly pasted the name as automatically unenroll user from Zenler course via Google Sheets. Now simply click on create and then you will find 2 boxes. So these boxes are called as trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens, an action means do this. So whenever something happens in the first application, then automatically do this in the next application. So this is how you need to always choose the applications in this trigger and the action window in which you are building an automation. So according to our use case, we want that whenever the data of student is added in Google Sheets, then automatically remove the access of that student from the course of Zenler. Okay, so I have selected both the applications in this trigger and the action window, and now the idea here is I will be connecting both the applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect. So let us first connect to Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect and capture the sheet data here in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so simply select the trigger event, that is new or updated spreadsheet row, and as soon as you do that, you will find a webhook URL and few set of instructions. Okay, so you will have to follow these instructions one by one. Firstly, copy this webhook URL, then go back to the spreadsheet in which you are going to add the student details, then click on extension, then click on add-ons, click on get add-ons, and here you will have to search for the Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on. So I am searching for the same, that is Pabbly Connect webhooks, and this add-on is already installed in my account. Okay, so make sure whenever you create this automation, firstly you will have to install this add-on, and after that you will have to open the same add-on by clicking on this extension, and you can find that add-on here, that is Pabbly Connect webhooks. Okay, now click on initial setup, and here exactly we will be pasting the same webhook URL which we have actually got from Pabbly Connect. Okay, so once again I will copy this webhook URL in front of you and I will paste the same here. Now it is asking for the trigger column, so the trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. Okay, so basically it is asking to provide the trigger column on the filling of which this automation should trigger, or we can say the data should be sent to Pabbly Connect automatically. Okay, so here in my spreadsheet I have the data up to D column, so that is why as a trigger column I will add D. Now I'll click on this button and you will notice that it will capture the response. Okay, here you can also notice that it is also waiting for that webhook response. Okay, so clicking on this button and you will notice that the test data has sent successfully. Let me submit and close this box. Here you can notice the setup is also configured successfully. Coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here you can notice the response is received. Okay, so let me show you the details one by one. Here we have the trigger column as D, here we have the same spreadsheet name, and here we have other details like the row index. Here we also have the student email address, the student first name, last name, phone number. Okay, so the presence of this data here clearly shows that the connection in between spreadsheet and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards, what will happen? Every time you and your team member will add any detail here, that detail will be captured via Pabbly Connect automatically and instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. But for that, you will have to enable one very important setting. Okay, so go to this extension and here you will find the option of send on event. Okay, so simply click on that option and this is how it will be enabled. You will notice that a tick mark will be added. Okay, this will ensure that every time a new data is added here in the sheet, the same data will be sent to Pabbly Connect automatically. Okay, well, if you will enable this option, what will happen? Our automation will work in real time. Basically, as soon as you add the details here, the data will be sent to Pabbly Connect in real time. But let's say you want to send the data in bulk all together automatic. Basically, you want to unenroll the access from a course in bulk. In that case, you will have to enable this option, that is send all data. So basically, you will have to follow the same procedure. All you need to do is to enable this option, that is send all data, after connecting Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. Okay, so coming back to Pabbly Connect, and in this way the first step of our automation is done. And now moving further, I am going to send this data to Zenler so that I can remove the access of this student from our course. Okay, so I'll go with the same action event, that is unenroll user from our course. Okay, and just like we have connected Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, now I will be connecting this Zenler and Pabbly Connect. Okay, so simply clicking on this connect button, clicking on add a new connection, and for the connection it will ask you the API key and this school and account name. Okay, so if your URL is this, then your school name will be this. Okay, so I'll show you how you can actually get the URL, basically the school name. Okay, so this is my URL and I have the school name as Pabbly. Okay, so I have copied the same, let me paste the same, and now it is asking for the API keys, for which I will have to visit this developer and API key section. Okay, so here you will find the option of settings. Firstly, click that option. After that, under this developer option, you will find the option of API key. Okay, so let me click on this copy button. This is how the API key will be copied. Let me paste the same here. Okay, I'm sorry for that. I think that API key has not been copied. Okay, so give me a second. Now I have once again copied it. Let me paste it once again. Okay, I'm really sorry. Again, it is giving me some error. Okay, so give me a second. Let me check. Alright, so I'm copying it once again. Let me paste the same here, and this time the API key has been saved, has been pasted. Clicking on save, and this is how my Zenler account will be also connected with the Pabbly Connect. And because we are connected here, you can notice whatever the users and whatever the courses are available inside my Zenler account has started visible here. Okay, so you just need to provide the ID of the student and the course ID, or you can say the course name. Okay, and in this way you will be able to remove the access from a course of a student. Okay, so it is asking for the user ID. So instead of selecting the ID of the user from this drop down, I am going to map the ID from this Google Sheets data. Okay, why? Because if I will specify this specific email address or any single email address, what will happen? The same user will be removed from a course, but I want to remove the access of those person whose details I am adding in spreadsheet. Okay, so that is why I am going to map the spreadsheet data. Okay, and mapping is very simple. I don't need to manually copy this data and paste here again and again. Okay, how mapping can be performed? Simply click on this enable option. Okay, so I have enabled the mapping button. Now I will remove this existing user ID, and from the drop down, in the drop down you will find the same Google Sheets data. Let me add the email address. Okay, so I have mapped the email address successfully of a student, of a user. Okay, now you must be thinking, what is the significance of mapping? So whatever the details you will map here will be replaced automatically when our automation will work in real time or in next time. Okay, now it will ask you course ID. Okay, so again, instead of providing any course name manually, I am going to map it. Okay, so enabling this option, removing this ID, and from this drop down, let's say you have maintained the course name also in your sheet, you can simply map that course name. But in this particular case, I have not included any course name. Okay, so instead of mapping, how about I select the course name from the drop down only. Okay, so you can assume that all the students data is actually for this digital marketing course only. Okay, so I will be selecting the same course name, basically the same course ID. Okay, so I think I have added all the details. Now firstly, I will open this course in front of you, and firstly I will show you this particular person, and after clicking on that button, again I will show you this particular person. Okay, so here I have my course, that is core PHP programming. Yes, I'm about to remove the access of a student from this particular course, not from digital marketing course. Okay, so I will have to change the course ID as this, that is Python for beginners. Okay, now I am taking you back to the dashboard of Zenler. Let me first edit this particular course, and now I will directly take you to the student section of this course. Okay, and here at the top you will find the same student details, that is dummy student, and the same email address. Okay, so here you can notice the name of the person, the name of the student is dummy student, the email address is dummy@pabblytuts.com, and we have the same details. And I want to remove the access of this particular student. Okay, so I have already provided the email ID of the same student, I have already selected the course, clicking on this button save and send test request, waiting for the response. Well, it is giving me an error, so I will have to check what is wrong with this. Okay, so here in this user ID field, it is saying choose a user or map the user ID, but I have mapped the email ID directly, not the ID of the user. So you can actually get the user ID from the search user action. Okay, so what I can do is, I'm really sorry for that, what I can do is, before this Zenler step, I can add Zenler step once again. Okay, so clicking on this plus icon, and let me search for the Zenler once again. Now you must be thinking why I am adding this Zenler step once again. So basically we are going to fetch the ID of the user with the help of email address. Okay, so here we have several action event, and I am going to select the search user action event, clicking on connect, and this time instead of going with the new connection, I'll go with the existing connection, clicking on save, and this is how it will be connected immediately. Now it is asking for the search keyword. Okay, so enter the search keyword, searches for the first name, last name, or email. Okay, so I have all three details. Okay, so how about I search with the help of email address, clicking on this button, and I'm really expecting that in the response it will give me the ID of that user. And here you can notice we have actually received the ID. Okay, so now I can easily map the ID of this student here. Okay, so removing this email ID, and here we have the second step of Zenler, from where I am going to map the ID of the user. And now finally I am really expecting that this particular user will be removed from my course, core PHP programming course. Okay, so clicking on this button, fingers crossed, waiting for the response, and here you can notice the message is saying success, and the data is saying user unenrolled successfully. Coming back to the dashboard of my Zenler, this is my courses section. Once again I will open this course, core PHP programming course. Okay, I'll have to check whether it is the same course or not, and yes, it is the same course. And this is the student section, and you will notice that now that particular student will be removed from our user section. Okay, so in this way, directly from the Google Sheets, you can automate the process of unenrolling the students from a Zenler course automatically. You just need to create this automation, create this workflow inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Just in case if you want to access this 3-step workflow inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my workflow into the description box. So simply click on this link and then sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be be able to access the same 3-step workflow inside your own Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.